Yo, what's good? It's Tyler and I'm back with another video. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so this story time is gonna be a little juicy. So I had asked you guys maybe that wasn't last week, maybe like a couple weeks ago, if you guys wanted me to film the manifest as you sleep video, or if you guys wanted me to do the story time on getting chased. And most people were saying the manifest video, but then later towards the day everybody was saying the story time. But I had already filmed the video, so I'm filming this one for you guys today. So this story time is gonna be on when I got chased. This was maybe like a couple years ago, not sure when exactly, but it's a little lengthy, so grab some snacks, grab some popcorn, some juice, whatever you gotta do, and let's get into this video. All right, so for this video, I kind of have to give you like the backstory a little bit so you can kind of understand why everything happened, So, okay. Now, I'm gonna have to give everybody names, so I don't give out anybody's real name. So we'll just say, once upon a time, I was talking to this guy. We weren't really talking, but okay. I was getting out of a relationship. This was maybe like, what year was this? 2016. Yeah, it was 2016. And I was talking to this guy. We were in a relationship, blah, 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 but it ended. And I went to this job one day because I was looking for somewhere else to work because I hated the job I was at. So I met this guy and we started talking or whatever. And basically, we became friends, like very good friends. And of course, like within some time, I started to like him. So yeah, that's that. But I had just got out of a relationship, so I wasn't really trying to do that again. And then he just got out of a relationship, so it was like, we were just chilling. We weren't nothing serious, blah, blah, blah. So some time goes on and, I start telling him how I feel about him. He's not ready, but he's trying to take it slow, but, he's not really voicing how he felt. And, I was getting confused. It was to a point where I was kind of getting hurt because I'm like, okay, well, do you like me or do you not? So this other guy, and we'll call him, that guy that I'm talking about, we'll call him A, okay? So this other guy messages me on Instagram, and this was during the time when I had a boyfriend, so he messaged me, but we didn't really talk like that because he respected my relationship. So we stopped talking, and then a couple months later, he ended up messaging me again, asking me how was life, how's my relationship. I told him that we broke up and I was hurting, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, you're strong, you'll get through it. And we'll call him B. So after that whole conversation, when when he reached back out to me after a couple months, we met up one day, and I'm talking about B right now. We met up one day and, we were just talking, blah, blah. We became really good friends, and he started to like me. And I started to like him too. But it was like, I liked A, so you can see where this story is going. So I was confused, I didn't really know what to do. I'm like, I was put in a little kind of sticky situation. And then there was times when I would be hurt and stuff, and I would like talk to B about it, and he'd be there for me. So at a point I was like, maybe I should give B a chance because he's actually there for me and he's showing, those emotions and everything that I just am looking for, So, I gave it some thought and I started to kind of talk to him more, but then A felt a way about it because he actually did feel that way about me, but I didn't really know. I wasn't sure. So yeah, it started some problems, you know, he fell away, and then it was like, they both ended up knowing about each other, and then that's when things got bad. So later on, you know, some incidents started happening, like I would be hanging out with B, and then A would call me and B would take my phone and he would answer it, and you know, they would start going back and forth on the phone. You know, he knew my password. I don't think I ever told him. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't recall telling him my password. I don't know if he maybe saw me put it in one time and he was like paying attention. So, you know, like, I was getting ready one day and then he took my phone, I'm talking about B, and he messaged A. So yeah, then A called, they started going back and forth, blah, blah. There's another incident where I was hanging out with B, and then A had called me and B took my phone and then he answered it and he was like, yo, blah, blah, whatever. I don't remember what was said, but he was like, it was like, when I see you, it's on site, blah, blah, blah. B was like, pull up. And when that was going on, B's friend was right there. And, you know, he's obviously seeing and hearing everything that's going on. B and his friend, they're really close. They've known each other for a long time. They're like basically brothers. So, you know, he already knew about the situation, of course, because B told him about it. But he was also right there when the situation happened where A called. So later along, you know, we'll say maybe like a month or two later, I don't know how long it was, I was hanging out with A one day. And mind you, also another little piece of information, B had shared my like location with him. I didn't know though. So like my location was being shared with him. I guess he, like I said, went in my phone one day and he shared it. And I was new to the whole iPhone thing, so I didn't know, like, I'm sure I knew that was possible, but I would have never thought to look and see if he shared my location. So one day I was driving with A and he was like, yeah, like, it's kind of crazy how every time I'm hanging out with you, he calls, or like, you know? So A had took my phone and he was like, can I see it? I was like, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, see, like, did you know, like, he's sharing your location with him? I was like, wow, I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't even know that. I would have never known that if he didn't tell me. So yeah, he turned that off immediately. Because there was occasions where B would show up to my house, like, you know, just randomly. But yeah, so he turned that off. And then this one lovely night, we're hanging out, me and A, and we go to, we stop by the gas station. He was getting some gas, and then I'm like, I want a slushie, like I want an icy. So like that's like my thing, you know. I love ices. Like when I go to the gas station, like I get an icy. So I was like, yeah, I want an icy, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, okay, come in with me. So A went in, I went in, and he went to the register to like pay and whatever. And I'm like fixing my icy, and then I turn around and B's friend is standing right there at the door. I don't know how like this even happened. This was like the most coincidental, like crazy like thing, like, cause mind you, my tracking wasn't shared with B anymore. So this was just a coincidence at this point. Unless he was really just, you know, I don't know. I don't know if my tracking was still on by then. All I know is I turned around and B's friend was standing at the door. It's like I automatically knew something was wrong. I didn't know like if B's friend or even B knew how A looked really like that. I'm sure they did. I think they did. I'm not sure, but at the moment, I wasn't even like paying attention to that. I just felt something was wrong. Like I turned around, he's standing there, and then I didn't say hi, I didn't wave, I didn't smile. I was literally just standing there like, oh my God, like I already knew something was about to go down. So, and the thing about B and his friend, they're really dope. Like they're really cool. Like I liked both of them. They were really, you know, not like that, but you know, like, they were really cool people. So if I were to see him out, I would say hi, of course. But in that moment, I just knew something was wrong. So I look at B's friend, and then I look at A at the register. He's looking at me. The cashier is looking at all of us, because I guess he's like, okay, what's going on? And then B's friend leaves back out to go back to his car. And he was parked literally right outside the gas station, like right by the door. So A finishes paying for everything, blah, blah. And we're just trying to hurry up and get out. Like, I went to pay for my IC, and then we left. And as we're walking out to the car, B's friend is like, you know, he's just talking his talk. He was like, I don't remember exactly what it was that he was saying, but he was like, yo, where you going? Like, blah, blah, blah. So, and his girlfriend was with him, B's friend. They were both outside of the car. So we're trying to hurry up and just get to the car. We're not even looking that way. We're not paying any attention to them. We're just walking, just trying to keep going. And then A makes a statement that he saw B's friend like kind of go in the trunk, or I guess he was gonna grab something. I don't know. But yeah, so we got in the car, we drove off. He's already like getting stressed. A, you know, he's like, okay, like, dang, like, you know. So we pull off, and then we noticed that they pull off and they start following us. So we're like, dang, like, like why now? Like, why is this happening right now? So we pull out of the gas station. We head down, we go like to the light. I don't think we really had like a set destination because we were really just hanging out. So we were just driving, you know. He obviously knew that he was gonna follow us, so he's driving, he's trying to, you know, leave, trying to just get away from him. And B's friend comes right out, right behind us. He's following us. We turn, we go down this road, and then he's trying to like, you know, go a little faster. He's trying to, you know, get away at this point. So we're driving, we're going, I'm just looking behind, making sure everything's, you know, straight. Like, he's driving, looking in the mirror, and like, we get to this light and it turns yellow. So we're thinking, okay, maybe he's gonna get caught at the light. B's friend passes the light. So we're like, dang, like, you know, at this point, A is like, he's hot, and I feel so bad because he's like cursing, he's like hitting the wheel, he's like, damn, like, blah, blah, like, he called up his friends, he's like, yo, this dude's chasing me, blah, 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 whatever, you know, just on the phone, just going off, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, like, I didn't know what to do at that point. There's nothing I could do at that point. I wasn't even behind the wheel. So we're driving, he's still behind us, right on us, and he decides, A decides to get on the turnpike to try to shake him, you know? So B's friend ended up not getting on the turnpike, so that was done. But he was, it was still on the phone with his friends or whatever. He's like, yeah, all right, because he was telling them that he was gonna pull up there because he didn't know like what B's friend might have had on him. He didn't know what he was gonna try to do, what was going on. A didn't have nothing on him at the time, and then it's just me and him, blah, blah. He didn't know if he was gonna call B to meet up with him, and like, it was just a whole bunch. So we were supposed to be going to A's friend's house, but since B's friend stopped following us, we didn't have to go anymore. So we were just driving around for a little while, and you know, he's just stressed at this point. He's not even really trying to talk. I just left it alone. I didn't say anything, and we're just driving around, and like, we kind of figured that we couldn't go back to my house because he was gonna drop me off, but you know, he knew that he would go and meet him there, if it makes sense. And you guys like won't believe what happened.